All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Defence Ministry signs 3 contracts worth about 5,400 crore rupees to bolster defence capabilities. First G20 Disaster Risk Reduction Working Group meeting to begin at Gandhinagar and second G20 Sherpa meet in Kerala today. Government directs importers of major pulses to ensure transparent declaration of stock availability on regular basis. Union Ministers Amit, Shah and Mansukh Mandaviya to embark on 2-day visit to Uttarakhand today. And Navami been celebrated with religious fervour and enthusiasm in several parts of the country. The Defence Ministry signed 3 contracts at a total cost of nearly 5,400 crore rupees with domestic producers to bolster the defence capabilities of the country. The first contract has been signed with Bharat Electronics Limited (BEL) and pertains to the procurement of automated air defence control and reporting system project Akash Tir, worth 1,982 crore rupees for the Indian Army. Both will empower the air defence units of the Indian Army to effectively operate in an integrated manner. The second contract with BEL relates to the acquisition of Sarang electronic support measure systems at an overall cost of 412 crore rupees for the Indian Navy. Sarang is an advanced electronic support measure system for helicopters of the Indian Navy. The third contract with the New Space India Limited pertains to the procurement of an advanced communication satellite GSAT-7B for the Indian Army at an overall cost of 2,963 crore rupees. The satellite will considerably enhance the communication capability of the Indian Army by providing mission-critical beyond line-of-sight communication to troops and formations as well as weapon and airborne platforms. The first G20 Disaster Risk Reduction Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency will begin today at Gandhinagar in Gujarat. Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister Dr. P.K. Mishra and Minister of State for Communications Devu Singh Chauhan will inaugurate the meeting. Addressing media at Gandhinagar, Member Secretary of the National Disaster Management Authority Kamal Kishore said that 5 priority areas have been identified for the meeting, which include an early warning for all, resilient infrastructure, and improving the national system for financing disaster risk reduction. Around 100 delegates from the G20 member countries, invitee countries, and from 9 international organizations are participating in the 3-day event. The second Sherpa meeting of the G20 summit under India's presidency is all set to begin this morning at the idyllic village of Kumarakam in Kerala, famous the world over for its emerald green paddy fields, mangrove forests, coconut groves and backwater cruises. The 4th event, to be chaired by India's Sherpa Amitabh Kant, will bring together over 120 delegates from G20 member nations, 9 invitee countries and various international and regional organizations. A report by our Kochi correspondent.
During the 4-day meet, the delegates will hold multilateral discussions on G20's economic and developmental priorities besides addressing contemporary global challenges. 2 side events are scheduled to be held today as part of the Sherpa meet, one on digital public infrastructure and the other on green development. The event on digital public infrastructure will deliberate on India's experience and leadership in building an inclusive and effective implementation of DPIs for enabling the meaningful delivery of public and private services. Raj Mohan, AR News from Kumaregam.
Union Minister for Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal will address the closing session of the first Trade and Investment Working Group meeting in Mumbai today. The delegates attended a cultural evening. Traditional dances including Lavani, Gondal and Palki were performed for the delegates to showcase the rich Maharashtrian culture. A report.
On the third and final day of the first TIWG meeting in Mumbai, the priorities related to global trade and investment will be discussed in technical closed-door sessions. The deliberations today will be focused on priorities on integrating micro, small and medium enterprises in global trade and building efficient logistics for trade. Presentations will be made by Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relations, International Trade Center, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development and United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific. With C. Prarthana, Nivedita, AIR News, Mumbai.
The government has stepped up its efforts to monitor stock disclosures of pulses by millers, stockists, traders and importers to ensure that prices of tur are normalized. Secretary Department of Consumer Affairs Rohit Kumar Singh has directed major pulses importers to ensure that all stocks available with them are declared in a transparent manner regularly. They also advised not to hold back any stock which may disrupt the availability of pulses in the domestic market. The Pulses Association and importers have assured wholehearted cooperation in disclosing the stocks in a transparent manner. The committee under the chairmanship of Additional Secretary Nidhi Khare yesterday took a meeting with all the states and union territories. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. All India Radio is presenting a vignette of select quotes of the Prime Minister from Mann Ki Baat as the program completes its 100th episode in April this year. In the 31st episode, let's listen to those excerpts of Mann Ki Baat in which the Prime Minister stressed on the need for human values in this fast-paced age of technology.
People, voice and direct dialogue. That's your and our Mann Ki Baat. Yes, this is how our Prime Minister connects with millions of countrymen. With the program Mann Ki Baat, aired on the last Sunday of every month on All India Radio. This series, which started on October 3rd, 2014, will complete its 100th episode in April 2023. In the 31st episode of this special program, we bring you those excerpts in which the Prime Minister stressed on the need for human values in this fast-paced age of technology. Gandhiji regarded technology as something opposed to humanitarianism. Since then, the world around has changed a lot. One can't imagine living without the aid of technology today. But that doesn't mean we drop human values. Life holds no meaning without human qualities and care and concern for others. And maybe for this reason, the Prime Minister on 30th April 2017 urged the people to stay connected with human causes and concerns of society at large.
दोस्तों, जीवन में बहुत कुछ बनने के सपने अच्छी बात है, कुछ कर गुजरने के इरादे अच्छी बात है और करना भी चाहिए, लेकिन ये भी देखिए कि अपने भीतर जो ह्यूमन एलिमेंट है वो तो कहीं कुंठित नहीं हो रहा है। हम मानवीय गुणों से कहीं दूर तो नहीं चले जा रहे हैं। स्किल डेवलपमेंट में इस पहलू पर थोड़ा बल दिया जा सकता है क्या? टेक्नोलॉजी से दूर खुद के साथ समय गुजारने का प्रयास, संगीत का कोई वाद्य सीख रहे हैं, कोई नई भाषा के 5-50 वाक्य सीख रहे हैं, तमिल हो, तेलुगु हो, असमिया हो, बांग्ला हो, मलयालम हो, गुजराती हो, मराठी हो, पंजाबी हो, कितनी विविधताओं से भरा हुआ देश है।
Union Home and Corporation Minister Amit Shah and Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya will be on a 2-day visit to Uttarakhand from today. Mr. Shah will participate in various events at Haridwar, including the inauguration ceremony of Patanjali University. Cooperative Minister Dr. Dhan Singh Rawat said Mr. Shah will launch various schemes of Cooperative Department from Rishikul Ayurvedic College ground. The Union Minister will also inaugurate the computerization of various multi-purpose societies in the state. Mr. Shah will also launch the Jan Suvidha Kendras and the Jan Aushadhi Kendras in the multi-purpose societies. According to an official spokesman, he will also participate in the first convocation of Gurukul Kangri University. Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya will visit Dehradun and Chamoli district during his visit. He will discuss various issues under the Vibrant Village program with the villagers and public representatives of the village Malari in Chamoli district. Ram Navami has been celebrated with religious fervour and enthusiasm in several parts of the country today. The festival marks the birth of Lord Ram, the seventh incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Ram Navami is celebrated on the 9th day of the Chaitra month. President Draupadi Murmu has extended her greetings to the fellow citizens on the occasion of Ram Navami. In a message, the President said that celebrated as the birth anniversary of Lord Ram, the festival teaches the message of selfless service. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also greeted everyone on the auspicious occasion. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, "The life of Maryada Purushottam, Lord Ram, is based on sacrifice, austerity, restraint and determination will remain the inspiration of humanity in every era." In Uttar Pradesh, particularly in Ayodhya, the birthplace of Lord Ram, devotees are thronging different temples to worship goddess Durga on the last day of Chaitra Navratri.
The city of Lord Rama is eagerly waiting for the noon to celebrate the birth of Ramlala. Devotees in large numbers have reached Ayodhya to become part of Ram Navami celebrations. People are taking dip in holy river Saryu and visiting famous temples. Devotees are performing the rituals and waiting for the midday when birth of Lord Rama will be celebrated. All famous temples are decorated with flowers and lights. The gates of the makeshift Ram temple at Ram Janmabhoomi are closed after grand aarti yesterday evening and will be opened at noon to celebrate the Ram Navami, the birth of Lord Rama. Today is also the last day of Chaitra Navratri and long queues of devotees are seen at Durga temples. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Voting for the Karnataka Assembly elections will be held on the 10th of May. Counting of votes will be held on 13th of May. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi, Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar said the gazetted notification will be issued on the 13th of April. The last date of filing nominations is 20th of April. Scrutiny of nominations will take place on the 21st April, whereas the last date of withdrawal of candidature is 24th of April. The term of the 224-member Karnataka Assembly will end on May 24th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has paid tributes to freedom fighter Shyamji Krishna Varma on his death anniversary. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, "A devout nationalist and a courageous personality, Shyamji Krishna Varma was at the forefront of India's struggle against injustice and colonial rule." In Madrid Masters Badminton 2023 tournament, Indian star shuttlers PV Sindhu, Akarshi Kashyap, Ashmita Chaliha and Malvika Bansor to play their respective matches in the women's singles round today. Indian players Kidambi Shrikant, Sai Praneeth, Kiran George, Samir Verma and Priyanshu Rajawat will also meet the opponents in the men's singles second round today. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Abhishek. Hindustan Times quoting Prime Minister Modi writes, "Democracy not a system but a spirit," while the Hindu writes, "India is indeed the mother of democracy," says Modi, citing Mahabharat Vedas. Karnataka elections on May 10, counting May 13, informs the Tribune. Daily COVID cases in India at 5-month high, reports Financial Express. Over 15 million children in the United States infected with COVID, informs the Statesman. Dobhal takes wild jibe at China on Ladakh Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO, reports the Asian Age. Amritpal's live video leaves cops red-faced, leads the Pioneer. Supreme Court okays norms to rid planes of mosquitoes, flies, states the Times of India. India-Romania signed pact for armed forces cooperation, reports the Indian Express. No UPI payment fee for customer merchants to pay 1.1% over Rs 2,000, reports the Pioneer. And finally, the Indian Express, under the caption "Kuno's Children," carries a photograph of Siaya, one of the Namibian cheetah translocated to MP's Kuno National Park with the 4 cubs she has given birth to. The paper writes that this is the first time in 70 years that a cheetah is born in India. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Subhadra. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Defence Ministry signs 3 contracts worth about 5,400 crore rupees to bolster defence capabilities. First G20 Disaster Risk Reduction Working Group meeting to begin at Gandhinagar and second G20 Sherpa meet in Kerala today. Government directs importers of major pulses to ensure transparent declaration of stock availability on regular basis. Union Ministers Amit Shah and Mansukh Mandaviya to embark on two-day visit to Uttarakhand today. And Navami been celebrated with religious fervour and enthusiasm in several parts of the country. And with that we end the morning news. Have a nice day.